Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Granblue, my new Granblue deck, built from the ground up. Well, not really from the ground up. I had a previous one. I was running regular Ice Prisoner, or Ice Prison, where is he at? My original Granblue deck was Ice Prisoner Necromancer. Now I'm running the reverse one. But I must say, I'm very impressed with the cards, the new cards that Granblue got in set 13. They are a lot better than they used to be. In my opinion, they got more of a boost than Angel Feathers and what was the other one? Great Nature. Because they got a lot of new cards that make the deck flow a whole lot faster. And to be honest, playing this deck really makes me think of Lightsworn from Yu-Gi-Oh! So if anybody out there watching this plays Yu-Gi-Oh!, they most likely know about Lightsworn, because those cards have been around forever. That archetype is very good. It's always been a good archetype. So Granblue is kind of like Lightsworn, because they mill cards to the drop zone. So the starter is Pietro the Ghostie. He's the new starter. I'm trying him out. I used to use Guiding Zombie. Some people use Captain Night Kid, but really I think Pietro the Ghostie is just a pretty solid card. Counterblast, put him in the soul, and then mill 2, and then you get to draw a card. So yeah, he's just really good. Next, 4 heal. Whoops. Knocked my cards over. And then, very similar to my Great Nature deck, I am running 12 critical in this deck. Granblue did not get a new trigger card, or new critical, but they've always been able to do 12 critical. And this is a deck that you really want to run 12 critical. The reason why is because they mill so fast that you do not need draw cards. They also have, as you'll see, a new grade 1 rare that lets them draw a card, but just for Soul Blast 1 when it's called from the drop zone, which is one of the most common cards that I end up calling almost every single game. So that is, as well as this guy, he's basically Psychic Bird, put him in the soul, draw a card. So 12 critical, 4 heal. And then we have, this deck does run a strange grade ratio lineup. Granblue is one of those that can actually, one of the clans that can actually get away with running a weird grade ratio instead of the regular 8, 11, 14, or 7, 11, 15, or even 9, 11, 13. These guys run a weird one. So they have 2 grade 0s, which takes a place of a grade 2 and a grade 1. So they are running 13 grade 1s and 10 grade 2s. They mill so fast that it doesn't matter. So really when you mulligan, or when you draw your opening hand, the key point here is to make sure that you always have a grade 1 and a 2. You definitely want a grade 1 and a 2. 3 is not that big of a deal, because you mill fast and you draw a lot, so that's not big of a problem. The deck runs 8 grade 3s. For grade 1, 4 Gust Jin. He is a perfect guard, so he's a staple. Then we have 2 Dandy Guy Romario, 2 8K Vanilla, and then 3 Samurai Spirit. A pretty solid 7K booster, and he can reanimate from the drop zone by getting rid of some other, just counterblast, retire something, and call him up. So there's a combo with him and this new card that's in here, Sea Strolling Banshee. Sea Strolling Banshee is one of the best targets for your break ride, or from Ice Prisoner or Ice Prison Necromancer. So unfortunately I only have 3 of these because I only pulled 3. For some reason one of my 4 boxes didn't have one. But really 3 is enough because, like I said earlier, you mill so fast that you're always going to be able to call 1 or 2 of these per game, if not all 3 of them at some point. And then 1 Evil Shade. This is one of your cards that mills, and it's a 10k booster. So mill 2 cards, boost, it's boost for 10k. So very good. What I was getting back to the combo, so when you break ride, you call this out, and it's a boost for, I believe it boosts for 11k. So this is an 11k booster on the turn it comes out. Then it gets retired, but then later on, like if you call this with Ice Prison Necromancer's effect, then you can just get its draw effect, use it that turn, then next turn you can like retire it and reanimate this on top of it for a better booster. So there's like a lot of crazy combos. Like I said, it's kind of like Lightsworn or zombies. It reminds me of a weird mixture of zombies and Lightsworn from Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. So anyway, getting sidetracked there. So that's the grade 1s. For grade 2s, whoops. 3 Ruin Shade. Ruin Shade is another one of your mill cards. So basically, when he attacks, mill 2 cards, he becomes 11k when he attacks. So he's really good. He puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, and he mills cards to your drop zone for you to be able to choose later on with your Break Ride or your other, or just reanimating cards. Next, we're running 3 Star Chef Pietro. 3 of this. This is your damage on flipper. 3 of him because the deck is very counterblast heavy. Surprisingly, it's very counterblast heavy. Mainly because of Ice Prison and because of your Samurai Spirits. But yeah, 3's enough. Next, a new card they got that allowed me to take out my grade 3 dragon zombie thing. 4 dragon, Corrode, Corrupt Dragon. This guy, when he's called from the drop zone, he basically is a 12k attacker. So with the Break Ride, he comes from the drop zone attacking by himself, unboosted for 17k. So very good card. Yeah, overall he does very good against everything aside from cross rides, but with a booster it's not that big of a deal. So that's the grade 2 lineup. For grade 3, we are running 3 Lord of the Seven Seas Nightmist. He is the new Break Ride, and he is a pretty good Break Ride. Surprisingly, he's pretty budget, but he is very good because one of the best cards to get with him is Sea Strolling Banshee, so you can just draw a card. So he can replace the Break Ride with this coming up, and then if you get 2 of these, that you draw 2 cards. So that's a lot of plus that turn. Yes, they'll get retired, but they're boosting for 11k that turn. Plus your Vanguard's 10k attack boost. Next, 2 Ice Prison Necromancer. Cocytus. He is the original guy, so there's a cross ride with him and the reverse guy now. So he's the guy who got reversed. And the reverse unit, I'm running 3 Ice Prison Hades Emperor Cocytus reverse. So this is my grade 3 lineup. One thing I'll point out also that I observed playing against and as Granblue is when running these 3 grade 3s, you tend to be able to switch up your strategy quite a bit because the deck moves so fast. Again, that's why you don't really need draw triggers, but yeah, so you can either Break Ride this guy, then Cross Ride, or you can just Break Ride, or you can Break Ride on Break Ride, or you can just Cross Ride, or you can ride this, Break Ride. There's so many different combinations you get when you run 3 different grade 3s. So this is similar to my Seal Dragon deck when I had like 3 Dauntless Drives in there with the Cross Ride. So let me know what you guys think of Granblue in general. How do you think they fare against the meta decks? And as always, guys, stay tuned for more Cardfight Vanguard videos. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.